The Georgia Bulldogs beat Austin Peay 28-6 with a slow performance. Georgia beats Austin Peay, and they kind of sleepwalked through this one, didn't they? They were sleepwalking, and we all know that the weather delay, the rain delay, really didn't help with that cause. But with Georgia, some takeaways that I have, because that's really all we can talk about here. We're not going to talk about Austin Peay, and Georgia has some pretty big games coming up. The Bulldogs, I think, have somewhat, I'm going to be very careful here, I think they have somewhat fixed their power rushing. Before I resume, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bells, and comment your thoughts down below. I love your engagement. Don't just hit the notification bell for my main channel, hit the bell for any team playlists attached to the video if interested. If your team is not there or you're not interested, please navigate to my home channel page, check out the playlists tab. Your team will be there if it's a Power 4 team, and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when I cover that specific team. If you want additional content, bonus content, sign up as a paid member of the channel with the appropriate tier. I also give priority reply to members. And check out our Discord server. It's free. You get to interact with me. I get to pop in there, and the Discord server will notify you when we go live or when I upload videos. Is it as good as it's been in years before 2024? I don't think so. And I don't exactly know. But I think it's superior to the 2024 form. Just needs a lot of work. Branch, again, in this matchup looked pretty good, I thought. Number 9 linebacker Chris Cole had an impactful sack. Georgia's defensive line constantly got pressure. I think it's a better defense than what Georgia had last season. I think looking at their physicality, their speed, the depth they have, even with some questions at depth, I think kind of proves it. They had some backup corners, DeMello Jones, number 15, number 1 Ellis Robinson, that they made some great plays. Jones had an impactful hit. Ellis Robinson had an interception, a diving interception. My only concern about this game, or maybe I should say concerns plural, are this offense's inconsistency, maybe, with running the ball, and the fact that Stockton is limited in talent. But we knew Stockton was limited in talent. Even the most optimistic Georgia person did. And I think that they will be able to run the ball better than last season, and I think that with some of the receiver upgrades they've made, the good defense, elite special teams, should be good enough. We have known that Stockton is limited. He doesn't quite have a special arm. He is super mobile, but he's not Lamar Jackson mobile. I think he's good enough in Mike Bobo's offense and with what Kirby Smart wants to do and the receivers he has, Colby Young, Zachariah Branch, Dylan Bell, London Humphreys, to where I think that he won't lose Georgia games, but he also may not win Georgia games. We'll see. Maybe he can grow into that quarterback, or maybe he's worse than I think. But keep in mind, we are 2 weeks in. It's a little bit early to have drastic takeaways for any team, I would say, unless they've dramatically underperformed expectations or overshot them. Georgia has done neither. Georgia looked really good against Marshall. Looked pretty mediocre here. I think they were bored in both games, right? It's very similar to Penn State. Penn State and Georgia right now are both playing with their food, waiting for tougher competition, and they are perfectly content with the entirety of college football thinking that Notre Dame can beat them, which is just insane if you watch week 1. I mean, we don't even know if Miami's defense is great. I don't know if Miami's offense is great. Is C.J. Carr seriously beating this defense right now? No, he's not. If Georgia decided to play to their full strength, and they can, like they're rotating guys, they're resting guys. Again, they're playing with their food. Notre Dame would not beat them. They don't have the coaching that Georgia does. They do not have the same brainiac duo of coordinators that they did last year. They don't. And Georgia's also not as banged up, not as defeated as they were last year. Say I'm a Notre Dame hater all you want. We're not talking about them here. We'll talk about them in a preview. Same with Georgia as they play very impactful games this week. However, the point I'm trying to make there is Georgia is not an overvalued team. Georgia, I would say, along with Oregon in the preseason, was a very undervalued product. and roster. And Oregon started out fast, so people are buying into them now. People are still selling on Georgia, and I don't really understand why. I mean, yes, is their ability to run the ball as dominant as it was in 22, 23, or 21? No, but it's better than last year. And their receivers are better, and I think consequentially their situation in terms of passing offense is better. I like this defense more, at least from what I've seen so far, and I also said that I thought this defense would be better in the preseason. You don't want to overreact to week 1, week 2 results. I'm really not. I'm kind of sticking with a lot of my preseason stuff, especially if I see some reasons early in these weeks that kind of confirm what I thought was the case. Not saying that means it's right. Sample size is very small, but I'm pretty high on Georgia still. I think they're a bored team. I think that they are just trying to get Stockton reps. They're trying to get this offense gelled together. They're trying to assess their options on all sides of the football. I think you're going to see whether or not Georgia beats Tennessee or not, and they've had Tennessee's number. I think you're going to see a different, better version of Georgia when they come out and they play Tennessee on the road in Neyland in week 3. I think you're going to see a different version of Georgia. Georgia is this team who against Kent State in 2022 only beat them by 17 points. Only. Final score, I think, was like 39-22. Only beat them by 17. They beat Austin Peay by 22. That Georgia team won a natty. They went 15-0. And they're probably better than this team, or at least as of right now, almost any team in college football, because of how the transfer portal and recruiting and staff changes have impacted everyone, especially the schools at the top, in terms of their ability to retain talent and build, all conference depth throughout even their second and occasionally third string, like Saban used to do. So don't sell stock in Georgia. Obviously, they slept walk today. They did not have an amazing day, and Stockton has some limitations where he has some throws that are questionable, decisions that are. I don't think Frazier is as good of a back as I projected him to be preseason, but again, it's only week 2. I think Kirby Smart and Georgia are just fine. Thank you so much for watching College Football with Sam. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bells, and comment your thoughts down below. Again, for the notification bells, don't just hit the bell for my main channel, hit it for any team playlists attached, or if you're not interested in those teams, navigate to my channel homepage, to the playlists tab. There will be a playlist for your favorite team if it's a Power 4 team. Hit the notification bell for that playlist so you can get notified when I mention them or talk about the conference broadly that they reside in. If you want bonus content, sign up as a paid member. And our Discord server is totally free. You get to interact with me and several other diehard football fans in there. So do those things. Most of them are free. And if you want to go the extra mile, there's always the Patreon page and YouTube memberships.